A beautiful Monday morning to you. Welcome to today's edition of Headlines Nigeria on ITI. From our studios in Abuja, I am Grace Ukot with summaries of news, business, politics and sports from our national dailies. The first paper we have here is Vanguard newspaper with the report, Monarch leads North's campaign against Jonathan. Fresh facts emerged yesterday that a prominent monarch who is also a religious authority was leading other northern leaders against the widely speculated ambition of President Goodluck Jonathan to contest the 2011 presidential polls. Still in Vanguard newspaper, gunmen attack Governor Silva's hometown. Unknown gunmen Saturday launched yet another attack on Governor Timpreye Silva's hometown in the Brass local government area of Bayelsa State. The governor's maternal uncle, a retired major aged 83, was allegedly manhandled by the invaders who left in their trail destruction of property in the usually peaceful coastal community. Nigerian Compass, ex-militants on the rampage in Warri. Violence erupted in Warri, Delta State yesterday as former militants departed the oil city for the non-violence transformation training in the presidential amnesty camp Obubra, Cross River State in anger. The former militants drawn from various camps in the state went on the rampage, destroying vehicles meant to convey them to the training camp. And in Daily Trust, we see Zamfara lead poisoning. Shinkafi wants ban on mining lifted. Zamfara State Governor Mahmood Aliyu Shinkafi has appealed to the federal government to lift the ban placed on mining activities in the state. The federal government placed the ban on all mining activities in Zamfara following the recent lead poisoning, which claimed close to 300 lives, mostly children between the ages of 1 and 5. And in Punch newspaper, we won't hand over Obudu Mountain Resort to Cameroon, Imoke. Cross River State Governor Liel Imoke on Sunday assured that the International Court of Justice in Hague, Netherlands, has foreclosed any purported attempt by neighboring Republic of Cameroon to claim ownership of the Obudu Mountain Resort. Still in Punch newspaper, PHCN upgrades distribution in Eket. Power Holding Company of Nigeria has upgraded its facilities in Eket, Akwa Ibom State with a 15 MVA injector transformer to boost electricity supply to the areas and parts of the state. And now moving over to politics, Punch newspaper, voter register, INEC to take eye finger data. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Sunday said that it would prevent multiple and fictitious names in the new voter register through the use of biometric database. Only winners of primaries will contest 2011 poll, PDP. The People's Democratic Party has said that the days of people winning primaries and being asked to step down are over. The party, through its national chairman, Dr. Okwesili Ezenwodo, said it would only field aspirants who won their primaries in 2011. And in this day newspaper, IBB, Atiku, other northern elders meet next week. Apparently to review political developments in the country, particularly after 10 northern governors voted to back zoning. The Northern Elders Forum, under the steering leadership of former military President General Ibrahim Babangida, will meet early next week. A Nigerian Compass, Ondo by-election. PDP kicks as INEC declares Labour candidate winner. The Independent National Electoral Commission yesterday declared the candidate of the Labour Party, Mr. Kunle Odidi, as the winner of the by-election held in Constituency 2 of Ilaje local government area of Ondo State. And moving over to business news, Daily Trust, new bank chiefs assume office today. In compliance with the Central Bank of Nigeria directive, 3 new bank chief executive officers would be assuming office in Zenith, Sky and United Bank for Africa today. Federal government grants 2 billion naira estate development fund to Bayelsa. The federal government has issued a grant of 2 billion naira to the Bayelsa state government through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria for the development of housing estate units for its civil servants in the state. Still in business news, Punch newspaper, market losses, IST's ruling to determine market direction, experts. With a bold step taken last week to bring violators of capital market rules to book, the Director General of the Securities and Exchange Commission, Ms. Aruma Ote, may have begun a major assignment that will determine the direction of market activities under her watch, stakeholders have said. This day newspaper PPRA decries attacks over fuel import allocation quota. Executive Secretary of the Petroleum Products Pricing and Regulatory Agency, Mr. Abimbola Ibikunle, has decried the lingering attacks on the agency over the fuel import allocation quota for the second and third quarter of the year. And in sports, Vanguard newspaper Jonathan hails Falconets. President Goodluck Jonathan Sunday expressed Nigeria's appreciation of the exemplary dedication, patriotism, commitment to national service and excellence which Nigeria's Falconets put on display at the just concluded 2010 FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup in Germany. Punch newspaper NFF elections, criticism against committee unfair, Mustafa. The chairman of the Electoral Committee for the Nigeria Football Federation Board election, scheduled for August 21, Mr. Abdul Hakim Mustafa, has described criticisms leveled against his committee as unfair. Next newspaper, Nigerian athletes are second best in Africa. Hopes of Nigeria returning to the zenith of African athletics fizzled out yesterday as the country's contingent finished second on the medals table at the 17th African Championships in Nairobi, Kenya. Our athletes have done us proud. And with this, we conclude today's edition of Headlines Nigeria. I am Grace Uko. Log on for tomorrow's edition of the program. Thanks for logging on.